I think insecurity is hard to admit. I think insecurity is never an easy one to say, by the way, I'm very insecure, but a lot of us unfortunately are. It's about identifying why you're insecure, what you're insecure about, and what you can do to kind of change that perception you have of yourself and change that mindset that is probably feeding said insecurities. Linda Sun is on the agenda today because Linda Sun has recently released a video where she talks about how she gained 10 pounds this summer. And if you're a fan of Linda's content and have seen much of her content, you know that weight gain and just her body in general tend to be quite a heavy focal point of her videos. And a lot of the times when she makes videos like this, she obviously kind of repeats a message about happiness, but then in following videos might actually contradict that message where things might have changed. And I'm curious because I want to touch on something that is brought up within this video, so I'm going to use this as a catalyst for conversation, as I think a few interesting points have been raised.
I knew I was going to be eating so much delicious food in Asia, so I wanted to show you guys what I ate and how I prepped for my trip. I made sure I loaded up on salads, I constantly stay hydrated, always ate my protein, and yes, killed myself in the gym to Caroline Gervin. And you can't forget the extra cardio sessions, and this one's a really important step. Things like eating out, dessert, ice cream, adding peanut butter to my oatmeal, drinking liquid calories. Yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you all, but all of those things I ate and did as much as I wanted. I also took lots of rest days.
That's the thing that actually I see quite a common trend on the line. That when people do have a holiday coming up, obviously I fully respect and support if you want to prep for a holiday, maybe diet, maybe do whatever you want. I respect it. A lot of people I think have this like idea where society has normalized, almost pressurized, that if you're going on holiday, you must do something to prepare for it. You can't just accept, I've been working, I've been doing XYZ, I'm stressed, or I just want a break. Let me go on holiday. You have to do something in preparation for that holiday, because if you don't do something in preparation for that holiday, you've not done the norm. And I think the reality is a holiday is meant to be a holiday. A holiday is not meant to be a focal point of I need to lose weight for this reason because I'm going on holiday. It's I'm going to go on holiday because I want to go on holiday. If you want to lose weight in addition to that, then that's on you. That's completely up to you and based on your goals. But it shouldn't be a pressure of yours to feel like you have to do something just because you're going on holiday. I think that there's a mindset of I need to earn the holiday, therefore I must work to 100% until the holiday, so I've really earned it. No, you don't need to earn the holiday. If you want to go on holiday, go on holiday. You do not need to earn or do anything differently to give yourself the opportunity to reward yourself with a holiday. You can and are allowed to just go on holiday.
Before this Asia trip, I was very much a nervous wreck. I was going to meet other content creators. I had to be social, which freaks me out. I didn't know how to prepare, and my brain's first instinct was maybe we should go on a diet.
In fairness, I'm not even going to say anything here because I feel exactly the same. There have been opportunities and periods where maybe even holiday contradictory to my previous point, I'm a hypocrite, or maybe where I'm going to meet other creators or just people in general, and I feel like I have to put on a display of I need to be at my best, or I need to be better than I am right now to do so. So instead of losing weight, I go the other way, is I try and gain more weight, I try and eat more food, I try and look bigger, get stronger. Obviously I'm trying to do that anyway, but I'm trying to get as big as I can in that period, look as big as I can in that period, because otherwise I feel like I'm inadequate, I'm not good enough. I feel like they might alter their perception of me. They might think I'm small in person. They might think I'm weak. They might think I'm all these things which they're probably not thinking. I think a lot of that stems from insecurity. Like I can put my hands up and say I'm quite an insecure person. I think oftentimes when we feel the pressure to change something or do something for an event, for people, whatever it may be, that usually doesn't stem from a desire to do something for them, to make them impressed, but more a desire to make us feel better because we might be feeling insecure. And I think insecurity is hard to admit. I think insecurity is never an easy one to say, by the way, I'm very insecure, but a lot of us unfortunately are. It's about identifying why you're insecure, what you're insecure about, and what you can do to kind of change that perception you have of yourself and change that mindset that is probably feeding said insecurities.
I never feel that need to control my body more than when I feel like I'm out of control of things happening in my life.
Chocolate, hazelnut, and coffee.
I find myself comparing my life and progress and my body with others when I forget my own worth.
I think that's quite an interesting point. I think it's actually quite common. When things are seemingly out of your control in life, or you feel very out of control in your life, it's like you've dropped your supermarket shopping and you're just trying to gather as many things as you can as quickly as possible. You're not thinking about what you're grabbing, you're just trying to grab everything, and essentially it's just chaos. I kind of experience the same sort of thing, I'm sure many of you do, when things in your life do go out of control. You just try and control whatever you can just to feel like you're getting some sense of stability back, when in reality, I don't think it's necessarily about how much you're controlling, but more what you're controlling the things that matter to you. So I know for me, for example, I feel better when I can control my training. when I can control my eating, when I can control my socializing and my workload and also my recovery. Things like that are really important to me, especially the training and the eating, because once those lose kind of sight and get a bit chaotic and maybe fall off program, fall off plan, whatever it may be, I find it really hard to bring everything back. And then other things in my life start spiraling as well, which then puts you in that state of chaos. I've just dropped all my shopping, I'm just trying to grab whatever I can just to regain some control again. Regaining control is good, just make sure you're regaining control of the things that you need to regain control of and the things that you actually want to regain control of. Very quickly throw it out there, links down below in the description. You'll see a few things. You'll see the link to work with myself, Ryder and Beth on a one-to-one basis where we can help coach you towards your goals, so have a gander there at the application form and see what's going on. You'll also see the link to the TFNL website, which will obviously take you to the workout guides, which include loads of information about training, eating, sleeping, living, all sorts, as well as some workout programs within them. You've got the upper body guide, the glute workout guide, the growth guide, the home workout guide, so many things. So they're on sale currently, and you'll also see the link to the Train Heroic group coaching application where you can work out at home, at the gym, or just like me with the TFNL community, as it is a group coaching application where you will follow a program that I've designed and created for the teams, and that costs less than your Netflix subscription. So if any of those tickle your pickle, have a gander down below and let me know.
How do you not hate your new body that weighs more? Okay, so the old me would see that she was 3 pounds heavier than what she thought she should be and would be truly devastated. I know it sounds dramatic, but it was a real feeling. It was a real fear, but being miserable just to maintain a number on a scale doesn't sound fun or healthy to me.
Actually, a very valid point. I think the thing with Linda here is that she says a lot of these actually potentially decent messages. She actually promotes some decent messages throughout this video, but I know because I've seen a lot of her content, I don't know how much of it I can believe because, and I'm not trying to discredit her whatsoever, because again, I've mentioned this in previous videos, she does contradict herself in videos. She does obviously say this and then will say something else in another video, but I get she's doing it for the benefit of her audience. In doing so, I don't know how much of this she genuinely believes or applies to herself. That being said, the message she's promoting here with the number on the scale is only just one thing to consider and shouldn't be your worth and shouldn't dictate your worth, I completely agree with. When you gain weight, the first thing that comes to your mind is, I've got fatter. When in reality, that's probably not true. Some people say, oh, I gained 3 pounds overnight, I must be getting fatter. Probably not. Probably not. 3 pounds, you're looking at a surplus of over 10,000 calories in a day. You probably didn't eat that much, let's be honest. You've got to consider things like water retention. Are you just holding more water? Have you eaten more carbs, which means you're probably holding more water? More salt, more water. What's your digestion been like? What time of the month is it? Hormonal changes can also influence water retention and all sorts. There are so many factors that contribute to weight gain or weight loss. Fat gain is only one of them, and it's probably not the one that's immediately shooting the scales up. That's going to be more of like a longer term gain. If you feel like stepping on the scales gives you anxiety, if you feel like even thinking about weighing yourself gives you anxiety, and you feel like your worth is dictated by how much you weigh, I'd probably consider taking some time off weighing yourself. I'd probably try, if I know it's easier said than done, find a bit more happiness in just how you are, who you are, and just what you do. And then over time, if you want to, you can re-implement weighing yourself, or you can simply go based on how you look and how you feel. Say, you know, I think I need to do this, my performance is impacted here, I don't feel that great. You don't have to essentially dictate whether you need to gain or lose based on the scale weight. You can do that based on your desires, what you want to achieve, and how you feel. In fairness to Linda, genuinely, like, there are lots of good messages throughout this video, and I shall be interested to touch on a few of those messages because I think a lot of people probably do struggle with scale weight, probably do fear gaining weight, and probably do feel the pressure to diet excessively when leading up to meeting friends or going on holiday. And those are things that probably are considered problematic and probably do need to change. But it's funny coming from me because I'm a hypocrite, because I do the same but the other way. I try and gain weight at every occasion because I want to look bigger and look stronger and feel better about myself. So ignore everything I've said, I'm a hypocrite. But I am trying. Easier said than done, I know, but I'm getting there slowly. That is it. That is the video. Thank you for tolerating me. Thank you for tolerating lots of food on the screen. And thank you for tolerating the video.